this act by the city will cause death.
The city is moving to close down 3 train stations in the city overnight, including this one. It's to stop vulnerable people or drug users from sheltering in them, but it's drawing concern from advocates who say they need them to survive.
That will see our peace officers working with our adult and community supports on the ground to actively encourage those individuals to move towards those shelters.
They have nowhere else to go. For whatever reason, they don't access the shelters, they don't feel comfortable there, or they have been banned.
Last week, during the extreme cold, about 170 people were using C-train stations for shelter. On Sunday, the city said the Heritage, Anderson, and Southland stations would be closed between 10 p.m. and when service starts. It's in an effort to keep people from sheltering in them. One of the major concerns is the spaces are being used for drug consumption.
Having an active addiction, it becomes a situation of they're going to the C-train stations to prevent themselves from dying on the street.
The city says it will partner with the Calgary Homeless Foundation, outreach teams, and peace officers to move people to shelters. Ewan Thompson, an addictions advocate, says it's much more complex in shelters for those with addiction.
They don't want people using substances or bringing substances through the doors. We do need to get over that because the drugs are not the problem. It's the it's prohibitionist criminalization policies that put these people up against a wall day by day and force them to have to duck into alleys and use alone and use very discreetly in a way that actually puts them at higher risk.
The Bear Clan outreach team put out a public statement to their Facebook saying the city did not reach out to them before this decision was made. They said they understand there is drug use in the stations, but there are better ways to solve the problem, like barrier-free shelters and outdoor fire pits.
More diverse options would be a really important piece.
The extreme cold weather has backed off, but advocates remind the public it still gets cold at night. If you see someone in distress or suffering in the cold, you can call 911, 211, or the DOPE team. In Calgary, Taylor Braat, City News.